Good afternoon, traders. It's about 5 o'clock here. This is a live trade recap. I was able to take a trade in the aftermarket, but I was much later than I would like to have been, and it was on Siox. And let's just look at it really quick. It made a really nice move, but I wasn't around trading when it started. So it started over here right around 4 o'clock, but really choppy. I don't know that I would have gotten in. Maybe for the break of this candle and then the stop over here, and I could have probably gotten 2R out of that, but that would have been really tricky. And look at how it just kind of flushed down here. So I'm not sure what I would have done if I saw this thing early on. But then later on, I noticed, okay, since it established a high of day, it was inching up closer to the high of day. And I used to buy the break through the high of day, but that's pretty risky. What I like to do now is let it break through the high of day and then give me a pullback and then continue on higher. And I would buy during that pullback. Well, it never really pulled back. It just kind of kept going up and up and up. And then it started to pull back here. And, I'm not sure if this was really a great idea or not. I mean, I'm pretty sure it wasn't really, because this thing now is overextended. It went up from about 280 all the way to 440. So almost $2, like almost 100% of a move, and I had already missed it. So what's the point of taking a trade now? And the trade that I did take was during this curl, and I hesitated to get in for the break, and I got in over here. And the longer I was in the trade, the less I wanted to be in it. So let's look at it right now. And I did get out before the thing flushed against me, but it was really pretty much a textbook FOMO trade. So there was the break right there, but it popped, and I was noticing the spread was kind of big, so that was making me hesitate. And then, I said, well, the stop loss is pretty small. I can put a stop right there. And, it's about a 10-cent stop, and that's not a big deal on a $4 stock. That's like 0.25% of the price. And so I just jumped in and, kind of immediately thought, what am I doing here? And, just thinking about all the things I just told you about, how this thing made a huge run already, and this could be a FOMO trade and all of that. So as soon as I started being in the green just even a tiny bit, I started trying to sell off. I wasn't going to even attempt a 2R trade here because this is so late in the run. So I started selling off, and I got like a couple of crappy fills, and then this thing, I guess I didn't sell off yet here, but yeah, after it flushed down and then went back up, then I hit the sell button at 415, but I got filled at 412, so lost, I didn't lose money there, but I kind of did. And then the thing continued higher, and I just, said, what, let me just scale out of this thing because this isn't a trade that I should have been in the first place. So let me just get whatever I can. Then when it pops up nicely here, I just go ahead and sell all. I think, right there. And I get filled at 418, which was the high, but that was only 2 shares, so it didn't make a big difference. So I only made like 11 cents. I mean, it was totally a ridiculous trade. I shouldn't have been in it, but it could have been a huge loss. Look what happened shortly after. It did flush down. So this is just proof, that, once you miss a run, you've already missed it. So don't try to get back in. I mean, that, you do want to see a stock run up once, and then pull back and then you try to get in. But when you've seen it run up multiple times, then you've probably missed the move. So although this is very, very choppy, this is one pretty big run right here. And then that's the second run, and now it's really too late, to get in. In a way, you could count this as like the third pullback, and that's one of my rules is never to buy the third pullback. So when I was looking at it, I wasn't really looking at it that way, but I guess if you look at a big picture thing, here it runs up, that's pullback number 1. Then I guess you could consider that the second pullback, but yeah, I mean. Everything is kind of semantics at one point or the other. But either way, that was not a good trade. I should not have been in it. So that's the end of my day for today. I didn't get to trade the open. If you saw my previous video, you'll know why. So really tiny green day. It doesn't, it barely counts as anything. And I took a big loss. What was it? Can't even remember now. I've been caught up in so many other things. Yesterday at and was it in the open or the pre-market? I don't even remember. But anyway, yeah, I took a big hit there, so that's still stinging a little bit. So we'll see if we can come back in tomorrow and just focus on taking good trades with low risk, nice tight stops. Just like that one had a tight stop, but just wasn't a great time to get into it. So anyway, hope this helps you guys. That's it for me today, and I'll see you tomorrow in the pre-market. Hope you had a great day trading. Always follow your plan, stick to your strategy. Always take your stop loss no matter what. Take care.